Good morning, Titans. It's Friday, December 18th, and you're watching Sin10 News. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Tate. The weather has been warmer than usual, which allows us to enjoy our newly renovated courtyard.
Nick and Connor dug up some info about the whys of it all.
The redesign of the CHS courtyard is to improve the campus aesthetics, reduce water demand, and the need for maintenance. The key factors considered were functionality for the students and the staff combined with reduced maintenance and water demand. The irrigation within the courtyard will be converted to a drip/bubbler system that is much more efficient than the existing pop-up spray system that is currently installed. Dramatically reduce the maintenance requirements of the existing courtyard as there will be no grass to mow or trim.
The final result of the courtyard's construction is well designed and will meet the needs of the original ground plan. Like said before, less maintenance will be required as well as added functionality to the staff and students here at CHS. I'm Connor.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Sin10 News.
The weather has been nice, allowing us more time outside. Do you have any holiday traditions including outdoor activities?
Actually, yeah, we wake up at 5 a.m. on Christmas Eve and we go geocaching. What are your holiday traditions?
Hi, I'm Victoria Burkhardt with Sin10 News, and we interviewed some of your fellow students and teachers about what they do for the holidays. Let's take a look.
I like to watch A Christmas Story every year on TBS because they run it all day long and it's always fun and never gets old. Saw it when I was a kid and watch it when I'm an adult. But really, I like to spend the time with my nieces and nephews and watch them open presents because it's always really fun.
What are some of the traditions you do for the holidays?
Well, when winter break starts, our family has this little Christmas party, and the whole family comes and we just open some presents and party.
Are there any traditions that you would like to do or learn about?
Well, I want to see what other cultures do. That'd be interesting.
What are some of the traditions you do for the holidays?
Well, me and my family make Christmas candy. That's like specially to our family. It's like our recipes that our great-grandmother made.
I just get together with family and we eat lots of food.
Are there any traditions that you would like to do or learn about?
I think that I'd like to open all our presents on Christmas Eve because then we get them faster, but it's okay that we open them on Christmas.
Not really. I mean, I like our traditions, so I'm good.
Are there any traditions you don't look forward to?
Sometimes seeing my family is a little bit rough because some of them are pretty crazy, but most of it's pretty good. I like most of it.
I like all of it. It's all good.
My entire family, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews, goes to Traverse City, Michigan. And there are about 25 of us that sleep in one house. So if you're over 40, you get a bed. And if you're under 40, you get the floor because there's so many people. And we open presents and we play ridiculous games like Taboo or Things or hour-long Uno turn.
This has been Victoria Burkhardt with Sin10 News. Happy holidays, Titans!
Me and my family like to order pizza and watch Christmas Vacation.
That's perfect. Our next two stories are about food and movies.
Welcome to Christmas Cooking with Lindsay and Caroline. You're going to need the following ingredients: 1 box of brownie mix, water, vegetable oil, and eggs. This varies per brownie box, depending on what brand you get. Green food coloring, vanilla frosting, candy sprinkles, or in this case, M&Ms, and miniature unwrapped candy canes.
Heat the oven to 350. Get a 9-inch square pan, and you have two options. You can either line the bottom of the pan with foil to where the foil is extending over the sides, or you can just grease the bottom of the pan with cooking spray.
Now we are going to mix the brownie mix. Now we are going to pour the brownie mix into the pan. Now we are going to put it in the oven for 40 to 42 minutes.
make sure you put your timer on 40 minutes.
Brownies have cooled, you're going to cut them into 3 rows.
Now to make the icing, stir the green food coloring into the vanilla frosting. Insert the straight piece to the bottom of the brownies to make tree trunks. Thank you for watching! And maybe now you can cook cute Christmas tree brownies for your family.
Are you tired of watching the same holiday movies every year? Well, here are some movies that you may have forgotten about that you can watch over break. Muppets Christmas, Edward Scissorhands, and Scrooged. Many people like to watch holiday movies, including Elf, Polar Express, and more. So we asked people what their favorites were and why.
Shrek's Christmas Tales. Because as Shrek. Shrek's my favorite character.
If I have to say, I gotta go with Polar Express. It's much more exciting. It kind of tells about how this young boy who wanted that silver bell, because it tells it's like a true meaning of Christmas. It shows a big train filled with kids, getting them all over heading them to the North Pole to grant their wish.
Say the classic Grinch Stole Christmas, because it's just such a traditional movie. It's such a good movie, well produced. It's just really good overall.
Good morning, I'm Victoria with your sports segment. Our last story was about holiday foods. Some athletes have extra difficulties during the holidays. Braxton talks to some Titan wrestlers about the diet struggles during the winter break.
Wrestling season can be very tough, especially during the holidays when you have to balance your weight in order to stay in peak condition. We interviewed a few wrestlers and one of their parents on how this was done and how difficult it was during the holiday season.
Workouts during the holidays are pretty often, and they're long practices, 2 to 3 hours, and usually they're after the first week of break, but they're definitely our most intense, and they're every day. So cutting weight for the holidays, I mean, it's pretty hard. I don't cut a lot of weight, so I can't say much, but a lot of my teammates will get up 10 to 15 pounds, and they'll have to lose it during the week because we usually have a duel or tournament the next week or weekend. So I mean, I guess it's pretty hard to manage it with all the extra food. So
During the holidays, I usually eat normal. I ration a little bit and eat a little bit less, but usually I eat about normal and just work off the weight that I've gained, just so I can stay down to weight. It's pretty tough to keep your weight during the holidays. You just kind of gotta be disciplined with yourself. It's tough to resist the temptation, but if you can do it, it'll be much easier. During the holidays, we have practices on the second week every day. We also have a tournament on the Friday and the Saturday, the last Friday and Saturday of the break. But I'll work out extra just so I can keep my weight down. I'll go on a few runs, maybe go to the rec center and lift a little bit. It just kind of depends on how much I'd be cutting. This year I'm not cutting as much weight, so I might not have to go work out as much.
Will actually pretty much fixes his own meals, and he's not the healthiest of eaters, so it's a little more of a challenge for him, but he has been wrestling for 12 years, so he has a good idea of how he needs to eat to not be dying the day of weigh-ins. So he pretty much fixes his own food, the kind of food he likes, and then he just cuts down on portions.
Before we close, we want to know what gifts you want to receive.
Christmas is coming soon, and Titans are listing items they want to get for Christmas. Let's check out what the Titans want.
So 3 things that I want for Christmas would be a Nike sweatshirt, Nike shoes, and a French fry holder. I know that's really weird.
3 things I want for Christmas is a bunny, a new laptop, and money.
3 things I want for Christmas are a MacBook Pro, a bunch of money, and I guess some shoes.
The 3 things I want for Christmas are
shoes, money, and makeup.
Now, if money wasn't an option, what would our Titans want to get?
A trip to Florida, because like I really like going there, even though I went there for like a day, and a really cute puppy.
If I could have anything for Christmas, then I would want a matte black G-Wagon.
And then if I could have anything in the world, I'd probably have like a private island or something.
If I could have anything in the world, it would be a really nice car.
This was Katie Shim with CENTEN News.
That's it for period 2A CENTEN News.
Have a great break.